Good evening and welcome to the Ravens Rock. Happy October to my fellow Orky heads, you little gits. I hope you're all well. I hope you're all having a great start to the week. I know it lagged a little bit at the beginning there. Still having slight technical issues at the beginning there. With the internet. It's absolutely pain in the backside, this virgin internet. But I hope you're all well. And I'll quickly get through the early birds in a second in the chat. And yeah, this week we're back to Orks. Slightly late for October because I finally finished the Mûmak, whatever it's called, the big boy. You can see how big it is at the side of my friggin' head. Yeah, I've got a big head. Yeah, it's all done. All the Harad are on, and that's ready to go back to my friend tomorrow morning. I'm going to see him at work, and it's out of the way, so I can get back to my Orks, ready for my armies on parade later this month. You can see a big clump of wood sticking up behind me. Finally made a start on the board. Just getting everything in place, and yeah, leave that to dry for a couple of 24 to 48 hours, just so it all seals it all together, and then I can start cracking on with the scenery. So all I've got left to do is my converted Storm boys, these little bad boys, and my Ork commandos. But I thought, it's October, why don't I do the Ork that we converted on stream from the Warhammer Plus model. You get a better look at it on the top-down cam. I did alter it a little bit, those of you with keen eyes. I just altered the banner. I weren't that keen on the banner on his backpack, so I did swap that out. But I'll point that out when we crack on with it. So without further ado, I'll just say good evening to everyone in the chat. Mr. Lupus Carnis coming in first, lurk mode engaged. Good evening, pal, I hope you are well. Wellanders wandering, good evening, lovelies. What's the music, Phil? The music was off an app I use, which is Pretzel Rocks, and I can just find it. I think it's Pumpkin Patch it's called. So yeah, I went for something a little bit different. I think it's in the blues section. Just thought of something daft for a change. But Mr. Newton's Mr. Ork, Lupus Kindness again. We got Ork Royalty in the chat. Mr. Big Mac Danskull, good evening, dude. King of Twitch, I hope you are well. Thank you for joining us in our slightly little corner of the internet, dude. Hope you are ready for a rant about cheap plastic tools when you do the Sunday roundup. I take it it's the new GW tools that are apparently coming out. I've seen them, they look better than the old ones, or the old cheap ones I should say. Might have to get some just to try them out and do an honest review on them. But yeah, we'll get to that when we get to it. We've got Gina Doherty. Good evening, you gits. Wow, that's more like it. Good evening to you, Gina. Smash the like button, peeps. Thank you very much, Lupus. Mr. Frost and Fist, Mr. Mefos, all the way from the US of A. Hey there, beautiful people. Welcome, dude. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you are well. Mr. Superfly, Mr. Robert Evans, welcome, dude. Yeah, might be chatting a little bit over the next week, dude, if you're available. As I was saying, started on the board, but yeah, I've changed my mind on what I was doing, so probably call for a hangout or something, dude, at some point. But I hope you are well. I am great. Cheers. No more Twitch streams from me though. Ooh. No more Twitch. Have you packed in altogether then, Dan, or are you moving over back to Facebook, YouTube? Hopefully you're back on YouTube and not just packing in altogether though, dude. But I hope you're well. Ross. Mephos coming in with his little wolf head. So, yeah, that's every one of the early birds. Yeah, if you're lurking and not speaking, don't feel, scared. No one bites. Well, Mephos might. In a nice way. But, yeah, feel free to chat along. And, yeah, we'll jump straight over. No messing about tonight. Look at this, we're straight in. I'll be concentrating on YouTube again soon with the occasional stream. Awesome, dude. Great news. Well, yeah, at least you're still streaming. Need my Orky fix when I'm not streaming. But yeah, let's have a pop over and have a look at the Warhammer communities page and see what's going on with all the spicy goodness from this weekend. So the new setting, or new season, new setting, Brunderworld from Nelswood. There's a nice little video there talking on about lore for you to have a watch and look through. Some really nice artwork, I'm liking that. Let's have a quick scroll through. Ooh, look at this. Yeah, it's looking a little bit ominous, isn't it? Oh, excuse me. There's a little guy there getting dragged off into the trees. More concept art and stuff like that. Really nice looking. So yeah, there's some more there about the Underworlds for those of you that play that. There's a lot of guard stuff to get through. The Cadian Castellan wields the guard like a finely honed weapon. So there's some more about the Cadians. I can only say Canadians then. What's up with me? Oh, look at that. That's such a nice model, isn't it? And it's about time the guard got some love. So there he is with Ogrin behind him. I believe that's an Ogrin. Is there anything there? No. So literally that's he's got a power fist. Oh, yeah, some really nice guard models coming out, which was revealed at the weekend. Some new Seraphon for Warcry. You got the Chameleon Skinks. A little video for you there. Some skinks. They did release a picture of this. I did see it, and they were saying obviously with it being a chameleon, it literally had just the pipes or the blow dart and that the blow tube and the dart, and then obviously it was invisible because obviously it's a chameleon. That's a snake coming out of the skull there. Look at that. Very, very cool. It's good to see officers and commissars who don't have them weird Soviet-style hats. Yeah, that's enough said about that. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Well, moving along. Yeah, so we've looked at that. We've looked at them. So the Sunday preview. Kill team expands, Middle Earth heroes return, and new hobby tools. So this is where Bill's going to get all riled up. So it's Warhammer Day, Boxing Day, and you still order stunning Bayard's Revenge for another week, but we've also got loads of awesome releases available for pre-order next week, including the new Kill Team box set. Here are the highlights for the next 7 days. A nice little video there for you to watch. And then the new, or the next part of the Kill Team. Quite a lot of Kill Team coming out now. So you got the Shadow Vaults. I believe you get everything on this juicy bit. It's the next expansion for Kill Team. Shadow Vault builds on Kill Team into Dirt with new terrain, new rules for infiltration, sentries, daring raids to your Kill Team games in the close quarters of the Space Hulk. Introduces 2 new Kill Teams, the Kashakin of the Astil Militarum. You know what I'm like for butchering little stupid names. And Necrons are coming. An upgrade sprue for the Immortals and Death Marks. So some nice spicy stuff coming there. Let's have a look. So there's the bits of the terrain. So I believe these are were they out of the original Space Hulk as well? I remember there vaguely being something like this drill. I definitely remember something like that. So there's your Necrons. They do look really nice with the green. That'll have Josh from the Pickle Jar all riled up, ready for some more Necrons. You know what he's like with his Necrons. Some new dice sets coming. So you got the Astra Militarum there, and then the Necrons. So same colour, but obviously the 6 just has a different symbol on. Some play cards. Adeptus Titanicus is getting match play guide. And then it looks like some new weapons. So the Warlord Titan Graviton Ruinator. That's a big gun. Four skis versus Corridons. Yeah, cheers, Dad. At least it's not confusing enough. I'm going to have that stuck in my head now, and I'm going to end up saying that all the time. So, yeah, thanks for that. Warhound Titan Graviton Destructor. And then onto Middle Earth. So you're getting Boromir mounted on his horse. Blackroot Vale Commanders. They are starting to look a little bit dated now, aren't they? I'm not even attempting that name. Yeah. Hadron King. I've been painting some of them. They're a pain in backside. I'm pretty hyped for the new IG Castellan. It's a great looking model, and reroll 1s belt into an officer is going to be sweet. Ooh. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. The Mahud King, mounted and unmounted version, by the looks of it. And Mahud Raiders on the camels. And the warband to go with them. Looking very cool. And here we go, the juicy bit. The tools. Superfine detail cutters. So obviously they've changed them out from having the wooden handles. But supposedly it's a finer blade, so you're getting a better cut. I might have to get some of these to just try them out, rather than using my old rubber handled ones. A new mould line remover with a tasty little groove in there. And then a new knife, so they're actually bringing a knife out now, which has interchangeable blades, and you can see there the bit you spin around just to detach it and swap your blades out. And they're even bringing a drill. Oh, look at this. They're going all out. They've got a drill as well now. So you're getting a drill. So it's the same as the knife, where you can unscrew it to loosen it and then change your drill bit. So there's no excuses for Elston with his undrilled gun barrels. You can even see it on the side of the box there. They're taunting him. Drilling the barrels. All I'll say about those tools is they look like the nastiest, cheapest plastic garbage. I mean, they're worse than the rubbish Citadel sold in the 90s. I can understand what you're saying. I completely understand it. But I'm going to reserve judgment till I've actually tried them. I might actually get them to try them and do an honest review once I've used them a little bit. But you know, you can get a full set. You can get your drill and everything now. But yeah, Mr. Bunker Gaming, how do lads? How do, Mr. Bunker? Welcome to the stream, dude. Followed by Scroggy Mini Painting. Good evening. Hope you're well. I may or may not have handled those new clippers already. And may or may not have witnessed them draw blood from someone. Oh dear God. Yeah. White Dwarf. The War surges south. Oh, that's this month's issue, obviously. October, so you got Orks on the front, haven't you? Black Library, here's one for Mythos, War of the Fang. It's coming out. Legendary Space Marine Battles book by Chris Rake gets the luxury special edition treatment. 1,000 years after the Scourging, Magnus the Red comes to Fenris to claim vengeance for the Space Wolves' attack on Prospero. And it's signed as well. Ooh, there you go, Mythos. There's a tempter for you, ain't that? Let's leave that there for Mythos. The Void King, a Rogue Trader novel. Briardark. And the next one in the line for the Necrons. So the Twice Dead King. The next one in line for that one. I believe that is it. Then there's stuff coming out in French and German. Here we go. Warhammer this week. So Lawmasters, you got Dark Angels Legion, so some more heretical stuff there. It triggers some people. Citadel Colour Class Masterclass is how to paint zombie flesh. And then some more back issues of White Dwarf are coming to the Warhammer Vault. And I believe that is everything, but I'm not. Let's see if I can just whack that back to the top, because here we go. Celebrate 35 years of Warhammer 40k with today's Warhammer preview online. So on Saturday they had a preview. Alright, so let's see. So the Astra Militarum, let's have a click. Are these going to work? Just waiting for the stream to catch up, see if that works. Yeah, it seems to be. So there's a lot of stuff there on the Astra Militarum, some videos and stuff like that. And then the new box set, Cadia Stands. Well, obviously it doesn't because it got destroyed, didn't it? Well, it still stands. And here we go. The box contains 20 Cadian shock troopers, a command squad, a field ordnance battery, and a sentinel, plus a spoilerific codex that we can't quite show yet, but they refer from the only new miniatures coming to the Astra Militarum. So obviously they're not going to show stuff on the Codex because of stuff that's not been previewed or showed off yet. But there's some very, very spicy looking troops there. So that's looking really, really nice. And just leave that there for a couple of seconds for it to, you know, sink in. And then the Lord Invictus. I'm butchering that, I know I am. So a new Khorne HQ riding one of the Doom Beasts, or whatever they're called, Juggernauts. I have actually still got an old metal one of them. That's such a lovely looking model. Update. I mean, it was a nice model to begin with, but then where it's been updated, it's looking really, really nice. Obviously, there's the old one. I believe that's the one I've got. I can't see it now. I was messing about with it earlier. It's very similar to that. That's that. Orks of Omin. A nice little video there for you to watch. I believe it's just artwork, but it's a multi-book series. Look at some of them. Oh yes. So that's a new multi-book series that's coming for you to look out for. And then we've already looked at the kill team, at the Shadow Vaults. I believe that is it. I'll just double check I've not missed anything, so you guys don't miss out on anything. I'm also taking bets on these are Voltant type nerf out the box. Yeah. Probably. Yeah, that was pre-orders for last weekend. And I believe, yeah, that is everything on that bit anyway. So we shall knock that off. Make sure that's updated. So sorry, just checking on the Facebook page, making sure there was some posts to look through in a little while. How did the Finns lose to the Jets? No to it all. He lost to the Jets. Yeah, we're not talking American football. We're losing, so we don't talk. But that's one of them things, injuries and stuff like that, innit? But you can't win them all. Not like the 72 Dolphins. Mr. Frandog99, welcome to the stream, dude. Good evening. Hope you are all doing. How are you all doing? Sorry. Yeah, I'm good. I can't vouch for everybody else, but everyone else seems to be okay. But yeah. So quickly, we're going to pop over onto Painted Cam. So, as I was saying, here is the Warboss, which was the Warhammer Plus model, converted up to 40k. And those of you who remember when I did it on stream, the banner literally stopped about here, and then it had this little boss pole on the top. And I was rummaging through some of my bits boxes today, looking for stuff for my Amazon prayer board of like what I can use, and I come across that and I thought that's perfect, so managed to quickly add that before I undercoated it. And yeah, so this is what we're going to make a start on tonight. We'll see how far we get, and yeah. That's pretty much it. So what time are we on now? 5 to 8, so roughly about 8:30. So we're going to have a good half an hour on this, and then we're going to pop over and have a look at our community page over on Facebook. So yeah, if anyone wants to share any of their work, feel free. The link is at the top of the page, and I believe I even see Mefos posting it already. He's getting that good. He's that good of a mod. He's preempting me. Let's just get some music going. So yeah, so click on that link. It'll take you to the Facebook page, and you can share what you've been working on. Why is this not updated now? There we go. Let's get some music on. There you go, he shared it again for me. Hopefully that's not too loud with the music. Just let us know if it is, as always, and I can sort it out, or attempt to. All okay here too. Work is busy, mustn't grumble. Yeah, it keeps you ticking over, doesn't it? Also, with if anyone's sharing any work on the Facebook page, don't forget this month we're actually doing our first ever competition on the channel, which I am super excited to see what everyone does. And with it being October, I decided you can kit bash any orc model. So it can be the biggest orc model, it can be the smallest. Kit bash your model, and you know, keep us updated with, you know, works in progress and stuff like that. And I was going to try and get Essex Boys on as a judge to, you know, like an independent, not so much an independent, but as like a second pair of eyes over some of the stuff, because, you know, he's so much better at orcs than I am. But I thought, you know, with the orc community, they do one anyway. So I thought he's going to be mega too busy. I'm going to see if I can still get him on, but I've got one judge lined up already that's agreed to help out, which is fantastic. And that's the one and only Normski. So he's going to be perusing over some of your works. Let's get a base coat of Ork flesh down on here. Move that out of the way because it's bugging me already. So yeah, absolutely anybody can enter. And I've got one of the prizes lined up already. And I'm hoping to get a couple more, depending obviously on how many people enter, depend on if we're doing a first, second and third. I'll let you all know well in advance of that. And it doesn't even matter where you are as well. I've decided, sod it, it's open to absolutely everybody, to even people like Mefos and Mr. Evans in the US of A. do not worry about entering. I mean, I want as many people to enter as possible, but don't feel that you can't enter because the prize won't get shipped out to the US of A. If you win. I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. No matter where you are, I will get the prize to you if you win. So has anybody made a start on theirs, or have they got any idea of what they would want to work on? Obviously, if you don't want to give anything away too much, just let us know that you are entering. But just to show, so one of the prizes at the moment is the Gazgul Thracker book. Absolute awesome book. I've read through this already. Well, I say read through it. I've listened to it. I cheated. I listened to it on audiobook, and the audiobook was just absolutely fantastic. So yeah, that is one of the prizes that is up for grabs. A little bit of a teaser or momentum. It's not momentum. I'm trying to get words out now. Bit of inspiration is the right word. But yeah, you could see what you could win. That sounds exciting. Hey, don't everybody, it's open to everybody. I'm gonna give streaming on here a go, Raven. I have registered for it and stuff. LOL. Hence the name change. Ah, right. So is that instead of doing your Twitch streams, is it, dude? Or are you doing like your game? Because I know you did like you did like games like what's it called? Like Minecraft and stuff like that. And then obviously you started doing your painting and your hobby on the channel. It seems like, I don't know if something's going on with Twitch or not. There does seem to be a lot of people dropping off Twitch at the moment. It's like the first time I'd heard about Big Mate Dan Skull, but I know some people, have they changed something with the policy, or I'd heard that somewhere along the line, like they changed the cut or something in the revenue that they take. Be on both. And just hobby streams. Just want to see how it goes. Yeah, try it out, dude. What's the worst going to happen? Could end up like mine. Or you could end up going on about QR codes. Lots of people spending their £10 Warhammer Plus voucher up. To be honest, that's the first I've heard about it, Scroggy. But probably 1 or 2 pence. Right, what should we get done next? Just while that's drying. I missed a little bit there. Anniversary mini. Oh, what should we do while that's drying? Should we get some of the metallics done? I'll get some of the metalwork, because then obviously I'm going to come in with yellow anyway. Let's get some of that done while that's drying. The big boys are moving because YouTube offers 70-30 money split and Twitch has cut theirs. The top guys to 50-50. Ah. Me thoughts, I'll probably save mine and go towards the new guard models. Yeah, I don't think it'll go far though, dude. I've got a feeling that box set's going to be pricey. In the UK, it has to be spent before the 31st of October. Easily done. Easily done. Right, let's get his chopper done. Ooh, let's get these plates done. It'll help to see the model coming along anyway. All these are metal. We dropped it then. What's going on tonight? Absolutely bonkers. So are any of you guys working on anything tonight? Let us know in the chat. Or are you just chilling out and watching along? Or even get a picture and get it over onto the Facebook page so we can all have a look at what you've been working on whilst we're chatting away. Hello, but if the bot Newcastle model maybe a 10 as a third of special craft. Yeah. So as I was saying before, I finally made a start on my Amazon Parade display. I'm proper excited about it because it's my first ever. Oh, I missed some green skin there. How did I manage that? It's my first ever Amazon Parade, so I'm excited for that. what I was gonna do is like a mountain, like with cliffs, with a big orc's head being carved into the mountain. I have henceforth changed my mind, and it's gonna be an orc camp. So I've got plenty of stuff to make, so like scaffold and bits like that. So yeah, sorry, scaffold and some little lookouts and some little gun turrets and stuff like that. So it's going to be a little proper little fortification, little orc camp sort of thing, bit like a shanty town. I've got all the corrugated cardboard and just normal cardboard for layering over and stuff like that. And I've even got some of the old, well, I say old, it is not, with all the new versions coming out, but some of the orc terrain that I wasn't using. So I've got some of that, which I can use for it as well as some of the parts from the issues of the magazine I was collecting. From Imperium magazine, some of the scenery bits on there, some of them will tie in quite nicely, like the barrels and containers and stuff. But I was watching, I think it was, I was talking to someone the other day and I can't remember who it was who recommended, someone on YouTube. Is it Earth Orks or something like that? And he does like scratch build orc stuff, and it was showing him building little bits of like gaming terrain, and bits that he was using were like, you know, like using it from sprues, so some of like your old sprues that you got lying around. I've got so many sprues in the 2 years that I've been back into the hobby that it is absolutely ridiculous. So I think that's one of the reasons why I thought, you know, I can make it look more 40k orc with like a camp like that, rather than like cliffs and then do that as well, because I can make scaffolding and gangways and stuff. I need to get that other arm with the skin before. So I got the board built up today and glued in place. It's all set in with the sides on. Well, that's one thing done anyway. But then, like, while that's drying, I can be making bits of scaffolding and walkways and stuff to stick in place once it's done, or once it's dry I should say. I've got plenty of like gravel and sand and stuff. I got some more from Geek Gaming Scenics, and then some generic bits of sand and stuff as well. To get up in there. There we go. Let's give that a second coat while I'm at it. Display terrain building tip for my dags. I think that's meant to be day. GW help game day stuff. Build a lightweight timber frame and cover it with salt hardboard. It will conform to the shape. It's super durable. Thank you very much for the tip, Mr. Bill. I'm proper looking forward to getting started on it, tell the truth. But I know I can just like get bits done. So like obviously tomorrow night I'll watch it. I'll be at the football for the Champions League, so there'll be no hobby tomorrow night. But then I know literally every night I can just have a spare hour and come in and get some bits done. Right, where we are. Just let that run a little bit. Let's get back to the silver. Just while that's drying, I want to get this. Get his chopper done. I'm proper happy as well with the undercoat that I'm getting now, using the Vallejo black undercoat rather than, we're going to leave that because that moon's going to be all yellow. Yeah, rather than using the Citadel spray, just because I can get a thinner but more consistent, smoother coat with the airbrush, which I'm absolutely loving using. So if you haven't and you're umming and ahhing over an airbrush, definitely check it out. Try it. Just get a nice little cheap. I've only got a little cheap and nasty one to start with, till I've learned a bit more of the basics and stuff like that, and then I will upgrade. But literally then, like the cheap one I've got will be for just like basing, getting like undercoat and base layers down, and then like I said, like the decent one will become my go-to, the workhorse, the main workhorse, like the details and stuff like that. Look at this chopper. If this is going to focus, come on. You're not going to focus, are you? There you go. Big Boss 2 choppers. I'll tell you also, actually, I had a play with, well, I say I had a play with, I built some extra models up today as well, ready to get done on stream in the coming weeks. Let's get this bit done. And believe it or not, they're not GW models. I know, shock, shock, horror. Oh, you're all sitting down for that. But yeah, when I went to Chilcom, and had the best time ever whilst working, it was mental. I managed to pick up 3 models, or 3 little minis I should say, from Line Tower Minis, and cleaned them all up. Just show them off while that's drying there, and got them all built up ready to go today. So I managed to get, you're gonna focus, there we go. There's like a nun with a big flail. Come on, do like that. So there's that one. Then I believe it's like a mage sort of character, but with like a big thunder hammer, a big maul. I'm not that clued up on what they're actually called from Line Tower Minis, but they were literally like in a pick and mix. This is my favourite one though. So it's like a wizard jumping up in flames, and he's throwing like an arcane firebolt. That is bonkers, that one. I'm really looking forward to getting that one done. And yeah, the detail of them is absolutely ridiculous. So something that's not GW will get done on the channel very, very soon, which I know is probably a shock to some of you guys. But, you know, I'm trying to venture out. If I do like a model, even if it's not a GW one, I will attempt to do it justice and have a go. I'm going to get his comps done just while that dries. What have we got? 8 minutes. So, the cogs on his back, I'm going to go with a Balthazar gold. Just to break it up. So yeah, literally 7-8 minutes now, guys, and we're going to head over onto the community page. So if you'd like to share your work and you haven't done, Mythos did put a link out. If you could just quickly share it again for us, Mythos, if you've got a second, dude. And yeah, we're going to head over there. It'd be absolutely awesome if someone's made a start already on the October challenge. I'd be shocked if someone has. Yeah, I want to see like what the model started out as, or you know, what it was, and then the steps along the way. I know when Kev does his, it's like limited to pictures, but because it's over a month, I want people to be, you know, sharing the work as they're going along. Hopefully it'll help, you know, inspire some other people. What else did we want? Brass. Not the pole. That bit. I know I've not been sharing too much of my work as well, like through the Discord and, you know, on the Instagram and stuff like that. It's just looked like with everything being absolutely hectic at the moment. I mean, you share some at one place and you always forget sharing it at another. Right, that should have dried enough. We can get a wash on and then that'll dry nicely. While we go through Community Corner. Or Ravens Avery. Mr. Andy Allen, Mr. Quingo talks himself. Welcome, 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 dude. Hope you're settling into the new house. How are you getting on, pal? You do way more than bring models justice, my brother. Well, thank you very much, Meefos. Always nice to hear. Even if it is a little white lie. So the wash I use, well, the technique. I said technique. The colours I use for my orc skin. I use the Ork flesh as the base layer. Then I come in like this, plenty of Beal Tangerine, just because it completely changes the hue of the Ork flesh, and it sits so nicely in the recesses, especially if you use quite a lot like that. You can just make it out going into the muscle. Don't be afraid, just slap it on. Then can't stop bloody D&D night. Have a good one. Might need to talk to you about a project I'm thinking of doing. Secrets. Ooh, secrets. Yeah, definitely, dude. Hit us up. I think I'm sure I've got you on Facebook, but if you want to message us on Facebook or through Discord, dude, yeah, feel free. You're more than welcome, pal. And if it's anything I can help out with, I'll be more than happy to help you, dude. Nice to see that you're still doing D&D though, dude, if you're still there. Well, if you've already gone, well, if you've already gone, thanks for checking in, but you know, everyone gets what I'm saying. So now we've got this. I'm going to focus, please. There we go. So there's all the flesh. And we'll let that dry whilst we do our community section. Have you thought of doing two of the same orc? One the way you usually do, and one contrast paints to show side by side. That could be quite interesting. That could be a video actually. And I've not done a video. I've done like a reveal sort of thing with my Bad Moon Flyer. But that's a very interesting thought, that Bill. Thank you very much for that. I might have to mull on that one. Hope everyone has a great night. Cheers, Phil. Looking forward to seeing everyone's work tomorrow. Thank you very much for dropping in and joining us, Scroggy. And yeah, if you're watching and looking back at the community section tomorrow, welcome from the past. Whilst you're in the future. It's weird, isn't it? yeah. I'll just pause the music there for a second, and we're going to head over. Let's say by magic. Is it going to work? No, it's not that one. It is. I'm going to scary cam. Ah. And ta-da! So here we are on the Ravens Miniatures Facebook page. I'm just going to refresh it. So these awesome people, awesome people, like and follow. And basically what we do is I put a pinned comment at the top here, and yeah, just look for the most recent one, and that's the one for the community section. I am going to sort one out this week as well and leave it pinned up, and basically it's going to be the Ork monthly challenge, or October challenge. I've not decided what I'm wording it as yet, but I'll leave it in there, and you can post updates on there, like a where you've started from, and then just basically reply to your own comments so it all stays in that section, if you know what I mean. So like all yours are grouped together. But yeah, so we'll head on to here. So there's, I call it a miracle, I did a typo, bloody autocorrect. But the Mûmak of Harad is all finished. Little daylight picture there outside on top of bins. And yeah, we're going to have a look down now and see. We don't want most relevant, we want all comments. Excuse me. And then we're going to have a look now at the community section. So coming in first, or it might not be first, it might be last, it's just how Facebook does it for some reason. We've got Dave Bulmer, currently working on the Sicarian for my Sons of Horus. Oh, here we go, some Sons of Horus, yes. Oh, I'm so jealous, I want that tank. That is so nice. I'm loving the green that you've got down there, dude. And this very subtle highlight as well. Absolutely beautiful, that. Yeah, I take it you've used an airbrush. It looks like it, because how smooth that is. Let's look at this. We can zoom in. Nobody can hide. I'm not doing that on my work. But yeah, look how smooth that is. Definitely used an airbrush on that. And it's absolutely beautiful. I so want one of them tanks. But yeah, that is absolutely fantastic, dude. Thank you very much for sharing. Next up, we got Ian Mayhew, or Debunker Gaming. And oh yes, so look at it, all Sons of Horus going on first. You're all teasing me. Here is Justurian Terminators, or Abaddon's Bodyguard, basically. All black and red with a bit of gold. Let's have a look. Yeah, absolutely loving them. Can't wait to see some more work on them, dude. I had such a blast painting my Terminators up. Oh, yeah, thank you very much for sharing. Ooh, here we go, we've got some more. Yes, look at that. Oh, excuse me. Very nice subtle highlights. Yeah, I'll take it, yeah, on the tank, won't it? Yeah. Definitely looking forward to seeing some more of these. Debunker. Thank you for sharing, dude. Here we go, Mr. Waylander's Wandering with Father Christmas. Only joking, it's his kill team. I do get a very Christmassy vibe off these with the red and white, though. Every time I see them, I can see like on the, is it the Ork scanner? Am I saying that right? even though they should have axes and a single lightning fist, I believe. I think they do, but obviously you can paint them in whatever style you want, can't you, dude? Oh, yeah, absolutely loving these. Mr. Bill. I think he's coming along. Even got his hair done. Do look very Christmassy. Close up there. Loving the attention to detail there, the little highlighted bits. Obviously that it's showing something on the scanner. Little robot there. There we go, look at that. Like little Johnny Five. And then the little servo skull there. Damn, you've been working really hard on them, dude. Well done. Thank you very much for sharing, Bill. Really enjoying watching them come along, dude. And next up, we've got Mr. Robert Evans, or Mr. Superfly. Modular poop piles. Everyone needs a little cover. Oh, little bits of terrain, is it, dude? Lots of different colours in that. I'm loving that. It's like a big pile of a rainbow. Like greens and reds and blues. Very interesting. Love to see some more of them, dude. Thank you very much. Oh, there we go. It's me. See what I mean now? This is what it does. For some reason, I don't know if it's when you share it, and then obviously we've got some more of Bill's work here. He's drilled his barrel a little bit there. Well done. Nice to see that. A little shell casing popping out there. Fantastic, dude. But yeah, so when I do the challenge page, literally we're like on Bill's there, you just literally reply to your own comment with updates, just so it keeps it nice and tidy. Back to Mr. Evans. Ground cover has been pigmented and blended. Ooh, look at that. That's super realistic, that, dude. Zoom in. Look at that, loving that. And like the wood broken off, with little splinters left on for super realistic look on it. A little girder sticking out. That's fantastic, that, dude. Loving the terrain stuff that you do. Absolutely fantastic, dude. Thank you very much for sharing. And I'm going to quickly update, because I think it did show Meathos shared something, and I don't want to miss anybody sharing work, because you're all super fantastic. All comments. So, Meathos also played some Zombicide with my brother and my girls. Meathos bottleneck. Fantastic. Also, nice to see like the family getting together and playing a game, dude. It's not one that I've seen, Zombicide. I believe there was something like it at ChillCon. But it's something I'm going to have to look at. Well, thank you very much for sharing that, dude. Awesome. So where it's saying also, I'm thinking he's showing something else. So I primed a grey night and started prepping some D&D Orks. Ooh. Look at that grey night's proper chunky boy, innit? Oh, hang on. Nosy time. So there's his guard that he was working on last time, but I don't remember seeing the sexy lady one. That's very nice. Lady Commissar. I can see an Ork boss on Great Gnash Tooth there. And is that an Ork gun? Look at all these D&D Orks. Pile of goblins there, a wolf. Rubble, who remembers that said that? Look at that grey knight though. Oh, that is sexy. Loving how chunky that armour is. That is really nice, that. I do like the armour on the grey knights. Thank you very much for sharing me, Foss dude. My superstar mod. Just make sure I've not missed anybody. Yeah, that's everything. Thank you very much, guys, for sharing. It's always fantastic to see what you've all been working on and stuff like that. And like I said, I'm going to get a page set up. A post set up, which will have the challenge on for this month, and then probably the first week into next month, and sit down with either the one or the two judges that I get, and we're going to deliberate over what people have done, how far, not so much how far they've gone, but how much of a kit bash it is, rather than like just a little alteration and stuff like that, and then probably pick out our top 3 each, and then work from that. That's what I'm thinking anyway, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, so like I said, up to now, there is the Glasgow book that's up for grabs, and there's going to be some other stuff. I want to try and keep it orky stuff, but I might chuck some other stuff in there just to make it a bit more interesting for other people who, you know, wouldn't normally do orcs. So then it'd bring you in to do an orc challenge and, yeah, possibly get something else out of it. But, yeah, let's crack on. So hopefully this is dried enough that we can come back in. So let's see if I can get some music back on. What were we on? We were on the chill one, weren't we? Yeah, there we go. So, they're definitely super chunky, I love them. Yeah, those grey knight uniform, armour I should say, just flipping fantastic, aren't they? How big and chunky they are. They're like little versions of Terminators, aren't they? I need to put my other glasses on for this bit, once I find where I put them. That's better, I can see a little bit more now. Literally now, we'll come back in with the orc flesh, but we're going to miss all the creases in the muscles. Yeah, awesome work. Me and Voss says it's fantastic. I know I say it every week, but it really is one of the best parts, if not the best part of the show, where I get to see and share what you awesome people have been working on. And get to share off, or, you know, share as a community what we've been working on. For any of you in the chat that are interested in joining this challenge, and you want to divulge any secrets or anything like that, have you any ideas of what you want to work on or work towards? So let us know in the chat. Or if there's any tips that you'd like or anything like that. Hopefully I'll be able to help a little bit. My limited knowledge. I'm more than happy to try and help you out. Also, guys, if you have enjoyed the show, I nearly said if you haven't enjoyed the show, if you have enjoyed the show so far and you haven't subscribed, if you're watching back and you haven't subscribed, I'd absolutely be so fantastic if you could, just to help the channel grow and stuff like that, and you know, more of you awesome people in here in the chats and stuff, or commenting on the video on the streams afterwards. I do get to see all those. I was saying last week, literally 2 away off our first 100, which is absolutely mental. Yeah, it's not easy going on here. I mean, some people like Josh and Elston and Spud and all that, when I first started doing it, they make it look so easy. It's like, oh yeah, just put a camera on, and it's not. It really is not. But I love every minute of it. I won't swap it for the world. I get to spend time with you awesome people, chatting away. Closest I've come to converting something was my entry to the September KFC challenge. Well, there you go. There's your prime chance to do some kit bashing, Mr. Frandog. However, it has to be an orc. That's the only stipulation. Well, I say it has to be an orc. It can be like a grot or a snotling. It doesn't have to be 40k. It can be Age of Sigmar as well. Just chucking that out there, just if it makes it easier for some people. Because I know not everyone does 40k, but a lot of people can do, or do Age of Sigmar. It can be an orc vehicle. It can, dude. So like how I did my grot tanks, and obviously they were just normal tanks from, I think it's from Amazon I got mine. Little World War II tanks. They were converted up to be grot tanks. That'd work. Just while that's nearly dry, we can blend in the next colour. Best tip I can give anybody with a hobby is this: do it your way. Your plastic shoulders, nobody else's. You are not obliged to impress anyone. If you're happy, then yeah, exactly, Mr. Bill. Exactly. As long as you're happy with it, who cares? For the rest of life, yeah. As long as you're happy and you're not harming anyone, who cares? Next highlight up is a little bit of Elysian green. Just ever so slightly, just a tiny bit on the brush, and then just work it in. Just on the highlights, like it's virtually up to the edge of the green that I've done before. Is Elysium a yellow green like Mook green? Best way to show it, I don't know. If you have got Ork flesh at a bow, it is a little bit more yellowy. Probably doesn't show up too well on the camera, but yeah, a little bit like Mook green. It's like the next highlighting layer up that I've found that works anyway. I kind of converted my chaplain on bike while I dropped it. It can't be a model that you've already done. That'd be cheating, Mr. Friend Dog. You have to do it this month. You have to show your work. Or are you saying that you've dropped it so you want to convert it? That's coming along nicely now. What I want to try and do is get a little bit of colour on. Just while that dries, I'm going to go elsewhere on the model. I'll go with some. It's going to be Bad Moon anyhow, because you know I do Bad Moon Orks. However, we're going to get some red on. In fact, we don't want that red first. Nearly went straight in with the Fisdom red. Horn red first, for darker red. So then we can highlight it up. A bit of water. And we want these little cloths coming down on here. Face on there. And the edge of that will get painted up a different colour anyway. That's that for the red for now. Haha, no, I dropped it by accident. It now looks slightly different, but all okay. A really good clean so I can get this red off. I'm hoping that should have dried enough by now. It is quite warm in this room anyway. Oh. What I'm going to do now, it's just a very extreme highlight on the skin. And for that I go with a Kislev flesh. And also what I use the Kislev flesh for is the ears, the inside of the ear. And what I do, I leave the very tip of the ear still showing green. Like so. Need a really fine tip with it. And some other brushes. Right. The smallest brush I can get for this. Get this one out. I've not had this out for a while. A 000. Best. Gonna call it a night. Night all, have a great week. Big loves to you too, Mr. Frandog. Thank you very, very much for choosing to spend your Monday evening with us, dude. thank you very much, and hopefully I get to see you again next week. Take care. Let's soon start getting ready to wrap up anyway. So like on this bit where you got the larger bit, just a line across the top. That's literally what I'm looking for. So it's basically like an edge highlight, but like on skin, if you know what I mean. Literally just on the highest points. Or any extreme folds in the skin, especially like around the hands and the knuckles. I always have so much fun painting orc skin. I don't know why. Right, for me it's easier painting orc skin than it is with human skin. And it's absolutely crazy. I don't know why. Go. 9:05. Literally a couple of minutes now. I just want to try and get a little bit of yellow down, just so you guys get a gist of what it's going to be like. That's the wrong yellow. Yeah. I always have trouble with the Avalon Sunset base paint drying out in the tub, and I don't know why. I'm going to try and leave gaps when I'm doing this. I'll just stipple in a little bit. And if there's any gouges or rivets or anything like that, try and miss them. It'll take quite a few layers because obviously you want to build it up for it to look better. Literally coming in like that. Shouldn't be using this brush for stippling, or it's not so much stippling if you're dabbing really, is it? But so hopefully you guys have managed to get a little bit of hobby done, or chill out and catch up with each other and stuff like that on the show tonight. More importantly, I hope you've enjoyed yourselves. I'll get the shoulder pad done. I always come in and do most of it in metallics first, purely because I'm not sure where I'm going to go with like the battle damage, and then I can always add more chips and stuff afterwards if I take away too much. Loving how this is coming on now. Let's get a little bit more on there. get to build that up over a couple of layers. But literally, I've done it so it'll virtually give you guys an idea of where I'm going with this. So I hope you're ready for that. Oh, there we go. Look at that for a Bamoon boss. Wow. So obviously his overarm's got to be done yet. Come on. There he is up to now. Well, yeah, I hope you've enjoyed where we've gone with this. I'm going to literally, I'm so tempted to carry on and do a little bit more throughout the week, but I really do need to be cracking on and getting the board done. So I'm going to be getting what's going on there? Clicked on the wrong button. I'm literally going to be getting my Armies on Parade board done the next 2 weeks in my any spare time that I get. And yeah, literally I've got a couple of Storm Boys to finish. The Ork Commandos. So literally where I'm up to with the Storm Boys. So literally one of them's finished. He's, come on. You can try and give you a rough idea of where. That's way too bright, isn't it? So you can roughly see on the skin there. That's how it's going to go on the Ork boss. But I've got one done and I've got 4 left to do. So I've got to get those done, and then the commandos from the kill team, all the skins are done. It's literally backpack, so it's browns, some silver, and one of the weird greens that came with kill team. It's like a greeny leather sort of colour. I've literally got those left to do. But what I want to do is leave this and crack on with this through the next couple of streams, just so you guys can follow along and stuff like that. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the night. Oh, I even took my glasses off, look. Starting to ache. But thank you very much for joining us. Let's catch up. Word and double word. I've taken a little break from my Ork conversion. Yes, me force. Come on. We've got one person. We've got one person. Hopefully, many more. Like I said, I'm going to try and get quite a few prizes. It might work out that everybody gets a prize, depending. Obviously, it depends how many people join and what I can get as prizes and stuff. But yeah, I'll get a poll sorted this week, like it is on the Facebook page, with a comment for showing your work on the stream every Monday. There will be a separate one, and literally you can put your work in there as you're going along. So hopefully get to see something in that before the end of the week. But yeah, mine's just gone blank now. It's got so many things going on at once. Honestly. Thank you very much for joining us, guys. If you've enjoyed it, smash the like button. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Every sub counts, especially now. It's so close to 100, like I said before. It's absolutely bonkers. I might actually cry on stream if it happens on stream. But apart from that, guys, stay safe, enjoy your hobby, and be careful. It looked like I froze then, didn't it? And catch you next time, guys. Bye.